moves them. But let's go to Mastros. Push our product. 4 or 5 years later, it's a lawsuit.
Live on the block.
They don't want to push that product anymore. It's a new one coming out.
Another
It's
one.
all a scam, bro. Like, that's why niggas get their noodles knocked out.
Episode
Like
3.
the healthcare nigga, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Look, bro, like,
On the block.
come on, my nigga, like, niggas will crash out. If your person that you love has invested money into a system that when I get older, I need help, and that system fails them,
chillaxing if you can.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like everybody gonna say, hey, it's okay. I'll just like some niggas
No,
feel different, bro.
yeah.
Like I keep like some niggas is like wired a little bit different. My nigga, like they want blood for that, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just different shit. Like you know what I'm saying? I hate to be like that, but like let's say like I don't give a fuck what happened to nobody else's kid. I know this is crazy, but if something happened to my kid,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hunt you down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut you up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you pay for these things. You know, that's how you learn. You know, like going to jail, sitting in the room, getting eaten and shit. No. You have to be terminated. You terminated someone.
Yeah.
Those things. But then, like, if you do it that way, people say there's consequences to my actions. You know, that's why the youngins is killing, bro. Going to jail, they sit in there 30, they like, damn, my life is fucked up. You didn't know that at 18, nigga? When you killed the nigga, bro, like, come on, bro, this shit is, it's too much. It's too much, man.
They wasn't thinking that far ahead.
But they
in
like
the instinct, in the midst of like it's like in the passion of heat, the heat of passion, and then they do a murder, kill
so
it.
let's discuss that. What is heat of passion?
Everyone knows you as a problem solver.
What is heat
You
of passion?
call to help keep your operation running.
You see your homeboy get killed right in front of your eyes.
But what is heat
And
of
in the heat of
passion?
passion,
But what is the term? It's
you
an
go
emotion,
run
right?
and go kill something.
It's an emotion.
You
Heat
just
of
watch
passion is
your
an
homeboy
emotion,
get
right?
killed.
You have to control your emotions. You can't say, oh, heat of passion. You know, nigga, that's an emotion. Control your emotions.
That's
Like,
emotion.
Yeah, you gotta check
got
that
That's the
shit.
emotion.
Bro.
That's the emotion.
a weak man is an angry man. You a bitch. I can kill you now because you gonna react the way I want you to react. Knock you down.
Yeah.
I can say, oh, that nigga was aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we gotta
As I
stop
said
being
before,
so
I do
easily
believe it
triggered.
was the most shocking
Yeah,
trade
Because
of
we
all
were
time.
raised by
Because
women,
although
bro,
there has
like,
been other great players who
It's
have
deep.
been
Like,
traded,
even my mom,
this
bro, was
one
raised
was
by my
so
mom, bro. I love her.
unexpected.
She did a
And it
great
was a
job.
25-year-old
But
MVP candidate.
She didn't do the right
With that
thing.
being
I
said,
look at
a
her
lot of
logic.
people are calling it the
You know what I'm saying?
most
Like, how she
of all
moves.
time. And I
And
definitely
I'm
don't
like,
think
yo,
it's
this
that.
is what you've been doing.
Let's not forget
I'm like,
who
that's
Anthony
not
Davis
it.
is.
You know what I'm saying?
This guy is
But I
one of
love
the
you
select
because you got me
few
to
best
this point,
players
so
in
now I
the
can
NBA.
separate.
And
Shout.
behind
And do what I gotta
Patty
do.
Giannis, he's probably the best two-way player in the
I can't
entire
believe
league.
it. I can't believe
He's
it, bro.
an absolute
They
force,
traded-
both offensively and
Yeah, I'm lying.
defensively.
Why you didn't say
The
that,
biggest
bro?
reason why
I
it doesn't
lied.
make sense
We
is
lied.
because he's 31 years old. And
I like it the way you was talking
even
though.
longer.
But you gotta say something,
That
though,
was
bro.
real.
You
Very
gotta
excited
say
move.
something.
I thought I did.
But let me
You
make
didn't
this
catch me.
clear.
My fault.
The Mavericks are going to
Yeah,
be
we lied,
scary
though.
for the next few years. They already had a terrific
I thought we
defense,
was just
and now
having
they
a
have a
chat.
guy who is
Like the way it started
continuously
off.
in the conversation for the Defensive Player of the Year
into it.
award.
Like, yeah, that's
But I'm
what
telling you guys,
started off.
they better win a championship in the next couple of years.
Yeah, this is
because
episode 3
Mavericks
then.
fans are not
On the
happy.
block.
Dallas is currently
We
on a
lied.
road trip and isn't playing again in
Yeah.
Dallas until February 8th.
So,
And that is a game
so
I
how
will
you
be
feel
watching
about that?
closely
About
because I
80
wanna
and
see
getting traded
what's
for,
the reaction going to be from
for
Dallas
the
fans.
If
I had to make a
what's his
bet,
name? How you
I
say it?
think
I don't
they're
even know how to say his
gonna
name.
do
Why you
everything
lie?
because every time
He's
he's
a
announced
bargaining,
in the
a
starting
bargaining
lineup,
chip, man.
and
Like,
every
he still
time
got
he
a
touches
little
the
bit of
ball
work
to
to
start
him.
the game.
That's why they dumped him.
This move is shocking.
the
And on
bargaining
my last
chip.
video,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
had
'cause he's
tons
younger
of
than
Mavericks
AD.
fans telling me that they were depressed,
Yeah.
that they
I'm
were
still-
crying, and
But
honestly,
AD still
I'm
got
thankful
years,
for
right?
it.
Like he
Literally.
looking at like
Dyson.
how LeBron's is still playing in
The
his
sign
body.
of a good
AD feel like
investment,
he can do it
you
too.
sleep soundly at
He
night.
like I can do it too.
Invest in the best sleep of your life.
let me
Actively
ask you a
cools up to
question.
15 degrees on each side and effortlessly adjust to both of you. Sleep better together.
You ever
Learn more at
thought you could do
sleepnumber.com.
something? Cause the mind say yeah, but when you try to do it, it's like damn. What
Luka
happened?
just led his team to the
Yeah.
NBA
Your
mind
Finals,
tell you a
averaging
lot
like
of shit.
34, 10,
Yeah,
and
you
9.
want to tell you a lot of
If
shit.
the
Your-
Lakers
your-
had
your
traded
body
Kobe
might not
Bryant
agree with
right
you.
after
Your body might not
2008,
agree
when he
with
led them to the NBA Finals, yeah, I'd probably be crying too.
Right.
Now, some critics were criticizing
Man, I don't
Luka, saying he's
understand, though,
overweight,
still,
doesn't
bro.
play defense, and is injury
Because
prone.
we need a
And to that I
center.
say, this guy
We
just
need a
averaged those
paint
incredible
beast.
numbers.
We need a
in the
paint
MVP
beast
conversation
to control
and
the
led his
center.
team to the
We
NBA
need
Finals
we need a
as the
shooter.
clear
We
best player
need
on the
LeBron,
team.
somebody that can
The
shoot
proof is in the
inside,
pudding.
in
This
and
guy's a
out,
winner,
and
this
drive
guy's
and do
a
all
game
that
changer.
fancy shit.
Say what you want about
We
his
need
game, say what
a
you want about his
LeBron's
work ethic
done,
and
bro.
about his health, but regardless,
We
he's
need
getting it
Steph
done.
Curry.
He's getting him deep runs in the
Steph Curry is
playoffs.
done.
Now let's look at things
Steph
a little
Curry
bit from the
done too?
Lakers' perspective.
Damn,
What's
you
really
watch the
interesting
games?
is how this
Yeah,
affects
but
LeBron.
he been playing
And I
like that
don't
because
care
he don't
what
want to play
LeBron
with
James
Golden
says,
State no
because
more.
we know
He
he's not
said
always
it in an
100%
interview. He
honest.
said, man,
How do you guys
he
think
said, I'm
he
tired
feels
of playing
about
with
this?
these bums they got me
These two
playing
recent
with.
comments
He was
clearly
like, I
sum
told
up the
management
opposite
to
ways of
give
viewing
me
it.
some good people to
This
run
guy
with.
says that it's
They ain't got
obvious
me
collusion
nobody
to
yet.
benefit LeBron.
He said he want to play
While
with the
this
Lakers.
guy is acting like it's
You
a
ain't seen that?
situation LeBron would want to leave.
I'm gonna
Listen,
send it to you,
I get
bro.
why people like this guy think it's rigged
I'm gonna send
and
it to
thinks
you.
the GM is pulling the strings as he
Steph
always
Curry said he
does.
want to come play with the
But
Lakers.
I don't know,
bro.
man. I'm thinking this guy might have the better point. Because let's be real, from a
Steph Curry said he
basketball
wanna come
X's
play
and
with
O's
the Lakers, man.
standpoint, why would LeBron want this trade? Luka is a ball-dominant floor general, and LeBron is a ball-dominant floor general. These guys do not complement each other stylistically, and Luka will now be the most
Are they gonna
important
trade
star
LeBron,
in
too?
Los Angeles. Is LeBron going to be okay with that? Anthony Davis was the Lakers' defensive identity, and Luka and LeBron are horrible defensive players.
Terrible.
This new trade means the Lakers will be allowing 130 points basically every game. In the short term, they're not better from this trade. They're worse. Far worse. I still love the trade as a Lakers fan because when you get a 25-year-old MVP candidate, you can be patient and you can forfeit this season and build around Luka in free agency. But you know who doesn't have that kind of patience and time? LeBron James. He's 40 years old and has said himself that he's going to hang it up soon. So if he wants to compete for more championships, he's got to do it now.
He got to do it.
As shocking as this Luka trade is, I wouldn't be surprised to see a LeBron trade coming as well. With LeBron having a
Right.
no-trade
You just
clause,
said that
he
too.
can basically dictate
You
where he
just
wants
said
to
that.
go. Would he
Makes
want to
sense.
go to Golden State and play alongside of Steph Curry? Maybe he wants to go to
Just said that
Phoenix
too.
and finally team up with Kevin Durant. I don't know if any of this would happen, but both of these situations would make
I damn
way
near
more sense
was.
for
I woke up
LeBron
this morning to
than
see that was
playing
like,
for a
bro,
rebuilding Lakers team with
What do
no
they
shot
think?
at competing for
What
a
do they think?
championship.
They
Now I'm
really
gonna go
should
somewhere
trade
that
that
very
deep.
few YouTubers are
For-
willing to go, and that's the topic
Jokic?
of collusion.
what's his name?
This trade
I can't
makes
even
no
say
sense
it
to
proper-
us
say his
since
name
Luka
straight.
is a young franchise player. He's 25 years old, and what they got in return is a player in his 30s with an even longer injury history. Is it possible that there was some collusion going on? It does seem like the perfect time to conveniently get those NBA ratings back up.
That's crazy.
Well, of course it's possible, but I don't think that's the most likely scenario. I think the Mavericks management made a
That's
horrible
crazy,
mistake that no NBA executive should ever make. They got emotional and personal with this decision. They've clearly been frustrated
Emotional.
with Luka's conditioning. His weight is constantly fluctuating, and it's been brutal on his knees. It seems like every offseason for the last few years, they've been confronting Luka about it, and it hasn't improved. And this whole situation has resulted in him missing many games this year as well. I honestly think they got tired of dealing with it and are making a
That's
gamble
crazy.
that they believe can win them an NBA championship.
When
According to Brian Windhorst, they specifically wanted Anthony Davis, which is why they didn't open up Luka to the trade market. And I mean, I get why AD makes sense on paper, and the Mavericks roster is looking terrifying now, especially defensively. But man, these guys better win a championship in the next couple
the
of
whole
years.
Lakers
or
squad
this will haunt them
gonna be a
forever.
whole new squad next year.
Remember, people hated it when Toronto made a massive gamble in 2018 and traded away DeMar DeRozan for a one-year rental of Kawhi Leonard. At the
One-year
time,
rental
it
of
made
Kawhi
no
Leonard.
sense why Toronto would make this move.
They got a
They
championship.
made that risk
With Kawhi
because
Leonard?
they believed they could win a
You don't watch the
championship.
basketball?
And that's exactly what they did.
Kawhi
Not
Leonard.
only was all
You don't watch
forgiven,
basketball?
but now
Oh, Kawhi
Masai
Leonard. I'm
Ujiri
thinking of
is
somebody else,
celebrated
though.
for
When
making
he said
that
Kawhi
move.
Leonard, you know what I'm thinking
This
about?
could
I
be
gotta
a
think
similar
about
thing
for the
if the
Lakers.
Mavericks end up winning
Kawhi
a
Leonard, he won a
championship or
championship
two
with
because of
Toronto,
this
1 year.
trade.
Didn't
My
even
closing
bounce.
thoughts on this video is that this should officially be the end of demanding loyalty from our star players. At the age of 25, after leading a team to the NBA Finals,
crazy,
Luka was traded
bro.
without notice on a random Saturday night in February, just before he became eligible for a Supermax contract. Oh, and by the way, they basically called him fat and lazy on the way out. Why the heck should we expect an NBA player to be loyal to
We
a
deserve
franchise when this is how the general managers
deserve
and
better.
owners treat them?
We
Ultimately,
need
it's going
Steph
to be
Curry.
interesting to
Now
see
we're
where
gonna
this
need a
all
three-point
goes.
shooter.
But if I had to sum it
Who
all
we
up,
gonna get now?
I think it's potentially a great short-term move for Dallas and a terrible long-term move. And for the Lakers, I think it's a terrible short-term move and an incredible long-term one. So what do you guys think? I know you've got a lot of thoughts, and we're
I
also
don't know.
processing this, so
I
please
just know
share
that-
some of those thoughts in the comment section
No, that
below.
ain't cool, bro.
Thanks for watching as always.
That ain't cool,
Make sure to
bro.
like and subscribe for more basketball
I'd rather
content,
have AD
and I'll
than
see
the
you
white
guys
boy.
in the next video.
You know what I'm saying? The white boy good though. You know what I'm saying? Dontrich, whatever his name is, he real good. I would just rather prefer to have AD, me personally. You know what I'm saying? Because he just like the face of the Lakers. He like Kobe. You know what I'm talking about? That's crazy. Now he's finna be in Dallas?
Hey, you can't do that.
What?
Jules, tell her.
You can't watch football.
What they
without
gonna do
Tostitos.
next?
Well,
What do you
shit,
think?
man, they better think of something.
What?
If LeBron don't stick around for at least 5 years,
Okay,
how long has son been in the league? 1 year now?
I just got an online
So
offer
his
to
son gotta
swap
be
and
here
contacts.
4 more years to
Literally
get a
for 2
pension. Was it
minutes.
5
I could
years?
get, like,
6
a rec-
years?
I don't
You
know.
get a black
I think
convertible.
it's
a
I
pension.
can take the
Huh?
singing
You
lessons
said a
that I've
pension.
always wanted
Yeah.
to take. I have
You don't need no
beautiful
pension, that's
little
LeBron's
voice.
son.
No, I know, but I'm just saying for himself. He's trying to make a mark for himself. To be in the NBA, for you to get a pension, I guess you have to be in there with 5 years, 6
Get a real
5, 6
offer.
years, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that go. Right?
Because I know he said what he's saying. He said that's his son,
That
but
nigga got money. He don't need, you know.
yeah,
He just playing, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, it was just funny when the nigga said, I'm good. He said, I need a big man. Remember he said, I need a center. Like, niggas taking up a spot on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
who are you talking to? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's just weird, bro. Like, I don't
The NBA
understand
has
how, like,
changed
a
a lot
nigga with
over
so
the
much money
years,
can't speak
and with
his
massive
mind.
TV deals,
You
and
know
with
what
the
I'm
game
saying?
being as
That's
global
what
as
I'm
it is
thinking,
today,
bro.
it's hard to envision a time where the league was in danger of dying
If it's something
completely.
that you want, just sign
But
that,
that
bro. Like,
was the reality
you
the
should be on the
NBA
team.
was in the
You think that
1970s.
LeBron had something to do
In
with
an
it?
attempt to create more interest in the product,
I think they
Oh,
use him
yeah.
as a
Yeah.
guard. I think they
leagues,
use him
the
as a
ABA
guard.
and the
Of course he
NBA
knew.
merged together
Why
in
he's still
1976.
he's
And
still
although it
got
did
a
raise the level of interest
reputation
in the
of
league
name.
temporarily,
He's
it
still
was
got
only a matter of
goodwill.
time before
You know
it
what I'm saying?
fizzled
But
out
he's been getting
completely.
hurt lately. But
You
why he
see,
still
the
got
league's
value when
popularity
they
was
traded
hindered by a multitude of
for something
issues in the
young,
late
strong,
70s.
that they see
For one,
working,
racial tension
for
was
the
a
future
major
that's gonna be
issue,
there a while.
as some
He's gonna
players and
retire soon.
styles were not fully embraced by the
Yeah.
general audience.
He gonna retire
The
young.
contrasting
He ain't gonna
styles
play the
of the
whole
NBA
till he get to
players
his
and
40s like
NBA
LeBron
players
did. You
were
know what
not
I'm saying?
conducive
He gonna
to a
retire
united
probably when he get in his 30s,
basketball
his
fandom
mid
at that time.
30s or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
NBA
LeBron's a
fans
billionaire, man.
preferred
He ain't
more
gotta
of
play
a
this game no
fundamental
more.
and traditional
Yeah.
approach,
You see what I'm saying?
while
He
ABA
do-
fans
Is it
enjoyed
smoke
the
in
more
here, bro?
flashy and modern
Yeah.
aspects of the
He did it
evolving
because he
game.
loved the game.
Beyond
But
that,
at one
harmful
point,
substances
at which
were
point,
basically
he gonna
everywhere
stop.
throughout the
I
league,
mean, look at Shaq.
which
Shaq
not only
still doing
affected the
commercials
game's
and
image,
investing in all
but even
kinds
the
of shit,
product
you know
on
what I'm
the
Shaq
saying?
love
court,
the game.
as many players were not on
Yeah.
their best behavior, and on-court fighting
Dog-
was nearly a
Dawkins.
nightly
You
occurrence.
remember that shit?
Then begins the 1979 to 1980
Magic.
season,
Bird.
Remember
where
that shit?
Magic Johnson and Larry Bird made their debut into the league. In future videos, I'll talk more about Bird's role and relevance.
Yeah, Bird was
But
different.
this one is focused specifically on Magic and Showtime. What Irvin Magic Johnson brought to the game was just that, magic.
He brought that
Unlike the
magic.
perception of the league throughout the late 70s,
He brought that
magic
magic.
was the definition of class, mixed with the shine of Hollywood showmanship. He was dazzling and incredibly skilled, but he always did it with a smile on his face. Magic's supreme confidence, charisma, and charm was exactly what the league desperately needed, and he didn't waste any time becoming the face of the league, as he famously won the NBA championship and the Finals MVP in just his rookie season.
Yeah, he did.
One of the most underrated aspects of Magic's character was his humble leadership. Unlike Shaq and Kobe of the 2000s, Magic was quick to tell his co-star Kareem Abdul-Jabbar that
I remember
was
back
his
in the
team.
days when
And
that
Magic
rivalry was
would
going back
publicly
and
make
forth.
that claim in
I liked
interviews
it. I
as
liked
well.
the Celtics.
Kareem
Oh,
was known
yeah?
as the captain,
Yeah.
and Magic was known as Magic. And both
I
players
was just
were
think
content
I was just going
and
against the
thrived in
grain just
those
because I
roles.
wanted to be different. or
Magic's
just be,
leadership was
saying?
contagious. And
And
as an old mentor once told me, groups take on the image of their leader. And this was certainly the case for Magic and the Lakers, as they fed off of his enthusiasm, energy, and competitive drive. Not only did Magic want to constantly push the tempo, but his teammates embraced that style and excelled in it. As players like James Worthy and Byron Scott learned to acclimate their games to perfectly suit Magic's style. Thus, Showtime was born. An amazing and dazzling product that had the flair and fast-paced action of a Hollywood thriller. It was a unique time in the league, as one specific player wasn't the hottest ticket in sports, but rather it was the entire offense that emphasized teamwork, speed, and efficiency. Thanks to their brilliance and thanks to their legendary rivalry with the very different Boston Celtics, the league's ratings skyrocketed to an extent that pro basketball had never seen before. Not only was the Showtime era the most important time in Lakers franchise history, but they've also become a symbol and the standard of what basketball should be and is meant to be. Anytime a team executes teamwork in transition with precision and excellence, everybody is quick to call it Showtime. Teams, coaches, and players have been striving to emulate that same level of excellence, dominance, and entertainment for decades at this point. And I think it's fair to say that none of them have ever pulled it off completely. That is how the Showtime Lakers play the majority role in saving the NBA. And that is how they will always be honored and remembered.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, formerly known as Lou Alcindor before he changed his name in 1971. Kareem has a strong and extensive case to be the NBA's greatest player of all time. He's the NBA's all-time leading scorer with over 38,000 points, 6 MVPs, and 6 NBA championships. He was one of the best scorers year in and year out. He was an elite defender with 11 all-defense team selections. He was an elite rebounder and was known as the captain during the Lakers dynasty days of the 1980s. Unfortunately, Kareem very rarely receives the credit he deserves when discussing the greatest players of all time. Despite his otherworldly production, Kareem had a very modest personality. Magic Johnson was the flashy, charismatic one with the fast break and the no-look passes, while Kareem was slow.
No, they edited everything. They edited right now.
Right. Another week.
Too loud for the live, bro. Like, did you check all that?
Oh, it's too late now.
Peace out.
This guy's like him talk himself out of dates and cool car.
That's it. The God is the flesh.